Hey, we found ourselves at Disc 54. Released in January 2000, alongside issue 54 of the official UK PlayStation magazine. There are 8 playable demos, 3 video previews, and a brand new feature, 4 save files that can be downloaded to a memory card. As the first demo disc that brings in the new millennium and the final disc before the format finishes changing, there's a lot to be expected of this disc. Let's have a look and see if it does the job. Another arcade classic comes to 3D in the demo for Centipede. The gameplay is very simple. Destroy the Centipede, slowly making its way towards you by shooting all its segments. You'll encounter other hostile creatures too, but the main objective is the Centipede. There are 2 modes, Arcade and Adventure. Arcade is a port of the original game. Adventure takes you through 23 levels that introduce new elements such as new enemies. The demo gives you 1 level to try. The magazine held a competition. 5 copies of the game were to be given away to 5 players who could achieve a score of over 101,000. Hit the slopes in the demo for MTV Snowboarding. But when you think the Cool Borders games weren't radical enough, MTV comes along to show you how it's done. The controls do feel a bit easier to deal with than Cool Borders. The full game contains nearly 50 unique tricks, with a soundtrack comprising of Ministry and Fear Factory, which is why I can't actually play the game sounds here. You can also create your own park. The demo lets you try out the training mode, with 2 characters to pick and a Norwegian course to slide down. take to the rink with a demo for NHL Championship 2000. Fox Sports continues with its sports series. As last disc I covered their NBA Basketball 2000. This one is for hockey, as you can see. The full game features 28 licensed teams. The demo puts you in a match between the Dallas Stars and the Buffalo Sabres. Hey look, even more arcade goodness with the demo for Pac-Man World. Those wacky ghosts that Pac-Man is always eating are getting tired of being scoffed down like appetizers. They've kidnapped Pac-Man's friends and family, and on his birthday too. As Pac-Man, you must rescue his friends and defeat the ghosts on a wild world tour. The gameplay is an intriguing 3D platforming adventure, with plenty of puzzles and secrets to be found. Review scores were very favourable at release, with some critics comparing it to Namco's earlier platforming title, Klonoa, which I reviewed on Disc 17 Volume 2. Pac-Man World received a remake in 2022 called Pac-Man World Repack, which can be found on the PS4 and 5, Xbox One and Series X, the Switch and Steam. This demo lets you try out the quest and maze modes. The theme of winter continues with a demo for Sled Storm. Hold on to your hats as EA takes you sledging. It looks like that racing snowmobiles might be complicated, but honestly if you treat them like motorbikes and lean into corners you'll do fine. You're also able to pull off tricks while airborne. The full game has 14 levels that incorporate clever shortcuts. Review scores were decent at release, considering the gameplay to be well polished and good fun. The demo has 2 characters and 1 track. The magazine also held a compo for this game. First 5 people who could get a score above 2000 would win a copy of the game. Now for the big cover demo. It's Toy Story 2. Following the events of the movie, this is one of those rare times that a movie-based game turned out good. Play as Buzz Lightyear as he goes on an adventure to save Woody. You'll explore several large open-ended levels where you'll complete specific objectives for the other toys you find there. Critics consider the PlayStation version to be the superior version. The demo gives you the entire first level to explore.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
Listen to this. Buzz!
Fuzzy boy!
Can you find my sheep? Hey, Buzz!
Hey, Buzz!
Here's a demo that was supposed to show up as early as Disc 48. It's V-Rally 2. Unfortunately, this is yet another demo that has difficulty running on my PS3, so I've got footage from the trailer instead. Another rally game competing with Colin McRae Rally, V-Rally 2 went all in with the graphics and details. The full game has over 70 courses, 16 cars, 4-player support and a track editor. Unlike Tommy Mackinnon Rally, Disc 18 Volume 2, V-Rally 2 gave Colin McRae Rally some stiff competition, as critics loved the game. The demo has you race through the Corsican stage. The last demo on here is for Worms Armageddon. Such a recognisable and addictive game that has you direct a team of cartoon worms to destroy another team of worms using a vast collection of weapons, each one sillier than the last. Play single-player missions where you must defeat the enemy team using specific objectives and restrictions. But the real reason to play is the multiplayer skirmish mode, where you fight a friend or a CPU team and just go ham. There's nothing more hilarious than sending an explosive sheep running straight into a pack of worms and watching them fly. The demo gives you a nice chunk of moles to try.
Take that. I got you back. Yes, reinforcements. Attack! Bomber. Reinforcements. Watch this. Bomber. You'll regret that. Yes, reinforcements. Watch this. Just you wait. Attack! I got you back. Yes, sir. Attack! Bomber. Aha! Oh no! No! What are you doing? Yes, sir. Just you wait. What are you doing?
The first video is for space debris. The second video is for Gran Turismo 2. Third video is for Ace Combat 3. And finally we have the Save Downloader. Completed saves for various games that you can download straight to your memory card. This doesn't show up on every disc, but when it does, it's always packed with saves. As for disc 54, the saves on here are for Tekken 3, which unlocks all characters for you, Wipeout 2097, which unlocks all the ships and tracks, Crash Bandicoot 3, which unlocks all the levels, and Kingsley's Adventure, which gives you a near complete save. That's everything for disc 54. A pretty decent end to this format of the demo discs, I'd say. There's some good demos on here, and the introduction of the Save Downloader is certainly welcome. On the next disc, I become an action man, take to the skies, and return to the world of music. I'm the Advocate, and I hope you enjoyed this.